Next, we have got Sam Chippeck in the house.
Sorry, I was just waiting around because I'm editing right now.
You're on now. You're on.
Yeah, I've already screwed
Talk
that
to me,
bit
Sam.
up.
Talk to me.
Yeah. See you again. Well, virtually.
Yeah, good to see you, man. How you been?
Yeah, I've been all right. Was really looking forward to football coming back. Yeah, Premier League's back, baby. Premier League is back.
Premier League back? Are the rants back?
Yeah. Are the what?
Are the rants back?
Yeah, it's first game back. I'm going to try and get it.
But talk to me, Sam. How the game went for Spurs?
Okay, so as soon as we kicked off, we could see that Man United were dominating over us. There was I don't know how Rashford didn't score that. I thought that was a good leg or foot, whatever it was Lloris used, from a very dodgy header from, who was it, Sanchez. We hit straight at Lloris. Then from against the run of play, Bergwijn did the unthinkable, just literally amazing pace, amazing strength to get past Maguire. And dodgy keeping, granted, from De Gea, but we got that 1-0. And then after that, we pretty much took control for the rest of the game until half-time. Then as soon as we kicked off, the sloppiness was just there, showing for the majority of the half. Yeah.
Why do you think we didn't come out the block second half like we showed it? Because we actually showed attacking intent in that first half. We actually looked dangerous on the break. Why did we not show that in that second half?
I guess Man United had the better morale to try and finish this game off. I mean, we can talk as much about and debate about as much as we want about whether that was a penalty or not. But Man United were all over us. We only used 2 subs this whole game. We were being so we were being so protective over making a change in that game. And speaking about protective as well, I feel like these days, with Harry Kane especially, today he just wasn't good at all. You've got to put your hands up and say he was poor today. And sometimes I feel like there's just these moments where, do you want Kane to be starting week in, week out if you're not even going to be sure if he's going to be pulling in a performance or not? It's a real shame, because that penalty just completely spoiled it all for us. And Dyer had a good game as well up until that mistake he made tumbling with Pogba in the penalty area.
What do you think of Jose's decision to play Dyer over Alderweireld? Because obviously Dyer had a great game, but that obviously his one lapse in the game cost us dear, cost us the point at the end of the day. Nearly gave away a second penalty, although obviously it was never a penalty, but still a bit sloppy from him. There was never a penalty, but he still put a foot in and didn't get the ball. So what do you think, his decision was vindicated, or do you still feel like there's question marks there?
There's a lot of question marks there. Like when Toby Alderweireld was sitting on the bench and then coming into the second half, I was thinking, right, what we got to do is prioritise defensively, get a fresh centre-back, a senior centre-back, arguably our best centre-back. But he didn't do that. He continued with Dyer. And as we're talking about Dyer, you can give him as much praise as you want in how well he did. But at the end of the day, he treads on eggshells too many too often. And that eggshell was the penalty. Mourinho made a massive mistake there, just only using 2 out of not 3 but 5 subs. You look at Man United; they were ready to make these changes. They were ready to make to create some impact, and it did work when they put Pogba on. Okay, he won a penalty, but as soon as you saw Pogba on, he was really getting stuck in there. For us, like I said, we were just too afraid to make a change, I felt.
Yeah, and I think the change that we did make in Jedson, he was anonymous really when he came on, and he was a bit. I disagree. I don't think it was anonymous. I think he got the ball a lot. He was bad with the ball, really bad with the ball. I thought I wasn't impressed with Jedson, but I feel for him because left-hand side's not really his position. But Sam, do you think that you saw enough in that first half to give you a bit of confidence to go forward in the next couple of games?
The only confidence I got from watching that game is that we are a little bit better with all our players. Well, most of our good players back. We're still flawed in a lot of our starting 11, and there's there's change that's going to be needed, but I'm not even going to be bothered to go into that because we know how the board works when it comes to actually doing something. And plus, with with what's been going on lately, and Levy needing to take a loan, I don't know if there's even any bother if there's any point in even having a moan about it. I said it from the start of the season that our players are aging and we need change, and we haven't done it, and we're in even bigger unfortunate circumstances now. But I guess I'm a little bit more confident. We've got more chances to get a ball in the back of the net because Bergwijn can do basically what Kane can't really do, which is pace and agility and strength, and that's what made him score the goal. So look, his first game back, I don't think it's needed really to get hissy over this, but we're just going to have to count each game as it goes, I'd say.
What about not playing Ndombele as well? Didn't get any minutes on the pitch. Obviously, he didn't start Lo, but we know he had a doubt. But again, he started Ndombele maybe probably ahead of like Lamela. Do you think that was a good decision on his part? Do you think Lamela justified his selection?
Yeah. Lamela played well today. He was when he was getting subbed off, I thought he should have been playing a little bit longer because Lamela was at the centre of pretty much everything. He did some good defensive clearances as well. So did Sonny, heading a lot of their corners out. Lamela was very good at breaking their play as well. Lamela justified himself to perform well today. That's for sure. There was, like you said, taking Lamela off. That was also another mistake from Mourinho.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Sam. Good to see you again.
See you too.